I once considered keeping some pets in my office, but soon gave up on the idea. It's just not right to keep small animals where they won't be able to see the sun. A word of advice, don't break the law. Is there anything else? Yeah, seriously, don't break the law.
That's How is she? Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone.
So strange. Guess we should just call it a rain check then?
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such a scenario in her general operational directives. Let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action.
Kokomi really does think of everything. All right, let's find the place she wrote about and have a look. Are you sure this is the right place? It feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere. Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive? It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look. Kokomi! So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna meet up and get things ready for the victory feast today. What happened?
It's you. I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual.
You got sick?
No. It's nothing like that.
You run on energy? You mean you're like a ruin guard?
No, it's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but you noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor, constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your. But because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being. So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over prep. I have to make a speech tonight. And I mustn't give the troop.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could. I was reading a book last time I was here, but.
We'll find it for you. And then we'll read it out to you to help you recover.
You do that for me? Thank you. I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Whoa, so does Kokomi make time to deal? Sangonomiya events. This is a lot of. Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted? Swordfish Captain came back today.
That's just, give it here.
Guess that was the wrong one. It's gotta be this one. Look, there's even a bookmark. Ooh, it's print. Well, let's take. Kokomi, is this the book you want?
I'm not sure, actually. Could you read a bit out loud?
Kokomi? Oh no! Tonight's the victory feast! Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner! We probably should. After all... Kokomi! Wakey...
Was that
Time to get going!
really? It's that time. Really? Yes! The Yae Publishing House published it.
Huh. That really perked her up. Alright, let's...
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin.
Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you...
Don't worry, I've got plenty.
That's great!
Welcome, everyone! Today is recently our war. None of us can know what the Ina. Thank you all for your valiant effort. This feast is held in honor. Tonight seems to have gone off. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what information you can gather? I still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, and I'm concerned that something might happen.
Okay, sure. Woo.
Watatsumi Island is... During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were... We'd go to bed ravenous. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too.
Oh,
Come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight. Her ex...
okay. Well, thanks. Come on.
Hey there! Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barbecue. Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission? It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He scared the heck out of me a few times. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an end. Yeah, I really... Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have...
Sounds promising. Let's go see what...
Get a little chilly.
Ugh. This guy smells of booze.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. Captain, you actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned...
Nuh-uh.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these... Do you remember what the most important thing is? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. I'll answer your questions.
What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
We'll see about that. You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose you. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe, Captain, comrade, we made it up. The story about the Tenryou...
What? Poor Kokum, what the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryou Commission!
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping. Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future... What's to stop the Tenryo Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another vision hunt? We are the Resistance. We can't trust the Tenryo Commission or the Raiden Shogun. Well, we can. Surely you agree?
His point does kinda make sense. Yeah. Are you seriously willing to make up a wild room?
Don't take that tone with me. Acting like for the sake of victory. We embody... You'd have me just put down my weapon and start... Every time I see them... I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever.
Too late? Darn. What are we gonna do? A few things. The whole thing about the Tenryo Commission, they wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war.
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I think I understand what Kozen means when the talks don't begin until tomorrow. But both sides have already sent their guards to the location. I highly suspect that one of Kozen's pro-war co-conspirators will have...
Well, that's no good. Do you want us to head over...
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation, it would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in...
Sounds like a real...
Don't let it worry you. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Let's meet here again tomorrow.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Here. These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations... I took the liberty of writing them all down. This way, you will...
Whoa. Let's see. Fierce Wow.
Glad to hear it. millennium as the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is, of course, excellent. Been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
That's right. He's here to bear witness to the proceedings. He experienced the war between us firsthand, and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it. The first item is the Maritime Administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Narukami waters. We intend to remove these restrictions, but going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance.
That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security.
Negotiation.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi, and the same has been true for your people. Economic cooperation between our islands has... Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee...
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize everything centrally would work in...
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing... Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's...
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception to this rule indefinitely.
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you all. Comrades, never trust the Kujo! Let's get them!
Protect Madame Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it? Kokomi! Which scenario number is...
The last one. But hold off. Stand down, Tadakatsu. The situation has changed. Please stand by for further orders. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concern, Madame Kujo. This is rather serious.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two, here. Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion as such.
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war against... At the time, I felt like we could give it a try.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and... With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off...
That's enough. When we return, there will be consequences. Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what you should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining offers?
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma in a state of turmoil. One day, we bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for—
But of course, Madame Kujo. For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks.
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now. But we shall revisit it as soon as the Tenryou Commission— As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Commission and make sure both sides have ample participation.
Seems like Kujo-Sara's on the defensive now.
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander. I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the battlefield is rather taxing. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the Tenryou Commission's internal issues.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope of procuring some assistance. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear. Wait for them to come to you. That way, you can capture them all in one fell swoop.
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave now. Until we meet again.
Your Excellency,
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Your Excellency!
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet, this was purely incidental, and the end certainly did not—
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have said— I want to keep fighting. I
understand your sentiments. But you cannot simply impose your will. During the war, there were highs and there were lows. And in the end, that you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they have. I understand, I do. And the fault, it was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. Either way, we are ready to accept
Very well. Then I hereby declare that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join. But be warned, the training—
Your Excellency!
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace. But we must still retain a defensive capacity. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai—
Thank you!
All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro. And remember, there can be no more insubordination. And if there is, there will be no more leniency from me, whatever reasons you may have.
Yes, ma'am. From now, thank you for this opportunity.
I think that's finally everything in hand. I can feel my energy levels starting to drop. Meet you back at the hideout for some rest? for everything. With your recovering, today was a reminder that I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiation. Do you think so? But I realize now I have a... In short, I've still got some maturing to do.
Ad Astra recently.
The Traveler would be...
I will spare the pleasantries then. Well, let me go up.
Rift Hounds?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures... The sacred Sakura is of tremendous good.
Is the Tenri...
Yes. Their main The Adventurers Guild is one of the key... You have our... I will mark on your...
Relax. We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra Abasosk. They're attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them! Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed help! Come on, Traveler, you can take them!
Torn to oblivion!
Shogun?
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since.
Okay, sounds more like it. You sure made short work of them!
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around. Since then, every time.
Makes sense. You must get...
Might I remind you that I am not. Recently, I have observed. I considered this matter worthy of my. If the Shogun.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, but rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura.
A disaster?
Yes. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. The monsters committed. Their duty was to tear open a That's an episode of... but an ex...
Guess you can't.
Since we are both... From the traces they've left in the surrounding...
Paimon feels so... Oh, yeah. This color. It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
We are lucky.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey. But why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you, there's no escaping them. We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness. Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They are merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now! There's no time left. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the Shogun? You're back! Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible...
Calm down.
Over.
Look around you. There are no...
What? But how? I saw them turn.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
Huh. I think I understand. Yes, thank you. Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even be...
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was... The sacred Sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards.
So the memories of the ones that...
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now? Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late. Otherwise, it would spread to all of Tevat. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened?
Indeed. Countless months. I never had but even then.
Hey.
Yes. All my But when I traveled around Inazuma with you, moving forward, just think of that soldier. All those who sacrificed as Inazuma's warriors of the... I will...
He's taking all this pretty hard. Expected, there are a load of Rift Hounds here too!
Leave them to me. Shine down!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish!
You are unduly concerned. Although I have some understanding of this, I must be prepared for anything. If there are more for me...
Ah, makes sense! The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. Hey! The same light is leaking out again!
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon?
Fighting a battle in a distant land?
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the... After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do? Oh, yeah. Sheesh.
I see. So, most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless. And now the Almighty Shogun is here. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly... People flee out of a desire to live on. But me, I have no... The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dream. Just listening to her stories. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. everything changed. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless... It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has... Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But he... Oh, goodness me. The almighty Shogun comes to visit and... One moment, I'll just... Where... I hope the others... Really? But it's always been right by my... I couldn't possibly have...
Don't worry about it.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too.
This place is... complicated. Leave it to us.
But... I can't decide whether...
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty How might I be of assistance?
I wish to borrow a tea...
Oh! Please step into the court...
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with...
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat.
Right.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. So, in the vast majority, he may well have had the philosophy of love.
You and Mako.
Indeed, we did. In her eyes, they are... When you came... Now.
Wow.
Makoto saw an ambition. Makoto was...
That's...
To put it simply, I didn't understand. I suppose what it comes down... Yes, it does. But in the last...
Do you feel your...
You have already but now...
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind.
It's all good.
Let us return. We ought not keep...
He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set. So, we didn't...
The information held in the ley lines is complete. Well, this chance won't come often. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt... The tea is ready. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it. You're right. I've been reminded of many people, too. Back at the Yashiro Commission, the events of 5...
She died in that...
Yes. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar... But this time... The circumstances were so grave. Yes. She had already lapsed into one. It was there. Why did she go to... It was there, and then...
That's...
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura... That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence, in the end, with the help of the
This is all really hard to...
Yes. I once told... But even... And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you
Sister, you mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
based on what we've learned so far, it seems...
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I... And also... my mind, so...
Oh, what boy. Both of...
With this last cup of tea, let us... Thank you, Destiny.
We should go. Let's keep following the...
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last. Once again, please...
Hey!
There is no escape!
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered!
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breath. We'll deal... Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too! Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end. Come on, man.
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were...
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent. If the Almighty Shogun...
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
nobody knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now, just the sight of you appearing before us, this hope is...
Everyone on...
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but...
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
Thank you all.
Are you...
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. The monsters will definitely come back. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the...
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun...
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters. We are brothers in arms. Long as we...
Just leave it to us. But the Almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our
Thank you all very much. I promise you that I should not have left it this late to make this...
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt. With you leading us, we will claim back everything.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has all... The result being that in the... You could take the... But even so, they are due a resolution.
Well...
Thank you for your comforting words. I used to think, but what Ina... Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, yes, as the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said.
Change will come, no matter how long. Now that we've dealt, I will leave the Tenryo and Yashi...
Alrighty then. He looks calm. She seems... Huh? What's wrong? What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like... No need. I need to go to the
Why?
A battleground.
You're in for a little shock.
The show begins!
I once considered keeping some pets in my office, but soon gave up on the idea. It's just not right to...
Protection of the electro archons. May the blossoms of the sacred sakura bloom eternally. We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Whoa! Where'd the Torii Gate come from?
This is a place. It looks like she will no longer...
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is... Where are we Whoa. This place... It's another
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within, but it is also the guardian of the rule. Should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice!
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true... You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you... I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors.
Are you alright now?
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued... As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff. Hey, showdown with...
The rules I set for the Shogun are, I would not try to
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
My form is a symbol of supreme... It inherits A's pain. The pain of every determination. Only those were my. Now, you wish to make. I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Evasion is futile. Weak. Torn to oblivion. Inferior. The eye sweeps the land. The kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Now you shall perish! Be gone! There is no escape! This world, a fleeting shadow. Illusions are but distractions. Shine down! Insolent! Inazuma shines eternal! The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Pathetic. There is no escape. Weak. Pathetic. Torn to oblivion. Transcend all constraints. Euthymia crumbles before me.
Have you finally defeated?
It appears your martial. But how long?
How the heck?
In this realm of she was built to resist erosion.
Then...
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change. And Inazuma can never... This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last. Months, years, centuries. And no, 500 years ago, humanity proved theirs. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge way. I understand that. I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma during my absence.
But this...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at... What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might never leave again. Yeah, we should help her. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her? Well, whatever. We can't let... Oh, but we also can't... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice! Don't feel Paimon now! Okay. Oh, you're right. Who knows if she really
Someone's not in the best of moods. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else...
But you're...
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah. Something...
Oh, impossibly stubborn. Jump straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such a child. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this...
Aha. You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura. And from what I've heard, it's a little different.
Because right in Makoto...
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But Anyway, we needn't worry about the... First things first. Now then, to the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very in other words, even though I can't...
So, it's abstract.
Yes, no need to try and understand. Everything is turbulent and disordered. This is precisely why when entering the...
What? Alright, well, Paimon, stay here then. You two can go in.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, always stand... Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your... I say... Oh, nothing. It just seemed... By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you... Well then, the door is open. Hop, I'll stay outside and provide what stability. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough, Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Huh? You have returned. But this is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Over countless battles, had I made all enemies of eternity for your firm commitment. You bring honor to the Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to pulverize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate miles and crush streams. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever. Witness the final calamity! There is no escape! There is no escape! This, I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But a will that cannot be eroded. You need not worry about the future. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, yet my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. And whenever I think of this, I feel the blade that I inherited from Makoto. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, this power is beyond the limits of my This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I When I clasped it was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. From this day forth, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today on, Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should... You truly... I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you...
Hello, A. And greetings. Though I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties, and Makoto? I'm so happy. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishi. There was no time to wait for you to have but everything happened. I should have been the one. It was with this here, but it is you.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh?
Is it really?
Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to...
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now...
I don't fully understand yet.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this. Without the sacred Sakura...
I know you've always perceived there was something. You've tried in the past to prove to me that...
No.
But don't you think that...
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part. It's fair to say that very little time passed between Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly. At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts. Suffice to say, fortunately, your will was strong enough. The flow of turbulence may well...
Does that mean it wasn't by...
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. My first thought, but it turned... You two have... My body has fully recovered.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. After all...
I only heard... I'll be I have to say... It's all thanks to... I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything...
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the... Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word.
Makoto said the exact same thing!
Great minds think alike, I wonder... Does that qualify me to maybe... Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will close... After that... I will...
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity. I don't doubt that many challenges... I'm looking forward to it.
Strike a pose!
Have a safe trip. Stay cool and face your guilt.
Yoo-hoo!
You can't run! Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun. I see through you! You can't run!
Shower me with the...
Well, that all you got? Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun.
Sorry! I couldn't.
Not breaking a sweat!
A word of advice, don't break the law. Huh. Is there anything else? Yeah, seriously, don't break the law. Ah, this wasn't locked. How convenient. If you ever see any stickers on my back, do me a favor and take them off. Melazines like to play pranks sometimes.
Ad Ast.
Yoo-hoo!
A word of advice, don't break the law. Huh. Is there anything else? Yeah, seriously, don't break the law.
Behold, the princess and...
created.
How brilliant!
show begins!
I'd take it if I were you. I'm sure it'll come in handy. If you ever see any stickers on my back, do me a favor and take them off. Malazines like to play pranks sometimes.